Hey, I'm Kev, and welcome to rFactor 2 and a Formula E race around Hong Kong as we're underway for 10 laps against 85% AI difficulty and maximum punting though. I apologise for that AI there. It's really taking advantage of the run towards turn 1. I don't know how we got stuck in neutral, but we're up to 12. As this is a content which got released on Tuesday, the Energized Pack for rFactor 2, in preparation for, of course, for the season open for Formula E this weekend, which took place around this circuit in Hong Kong, opening 2 rounds of the season. And what a crazy couple of races it was. As I don't know what I'm doing, I'm buckarooing with my wheel. I don't know if you can really hear that. As I'm just trying to get used to driving a wheel, driving in a sim again, after not doing it for quite a while, with very difficult cars to do it with. Of course, I've driven these cars in Forza 6, but slightly different. But they are actually gaining. What the hell, I'm not used to this. Used to be miles off the base. Looking to the inside of the 4. Oh, we're very brave. That's not a place to do it though. He's got to run on the outside end towards the hairpin. Almost losing the rear end. Can maybe get the traction on the exit. As now we're going to switch back, looking to the inside for the second corner. As I'm going to talk about Formula E, of course, that season opener in this race. As we do make it up to 11. Oh, clipping the pan. God, I'm terrible with the wheel. As I said, I haven't driven with this belly all year. I'm used to driving the controller. In WRC7, F1 2017, MotoGP, Baja, Burnout as well early in the year, MXGP, but barely driven any sims at all this year, or driven this wheel, which I got ages ago. But that is the name of this channel for next year though, to bring more sim content such as this. It was main sim before. Started not using it where it was Automobilista. I'm definitely going to show you lots of that. So that's about to become a fully released title. Breeze the studios who make that game about to move on to their next game for next year. As we're looking around the outside again. Obviously that's the Cheetah car. God, they are gorgeous cars to cheat. It's probably my favourite livery. The 2017-18 Formula E cars of Season 4. This is what this pack contains. All the Season 4 cars. Oh, he's looking to the inside. We're looking to his backside. That's not the best way of doing things. Let's go through the chicane. But definitely 85% AI difficulty seems to be my level at the moment as I get all out of shape again, hitting all the barriers. I did have it on 95%, but I was on like 6 seconds off the pace. So probably not the best idea. Race against that level. Doing it down the inside. Oh, clipping the wheel. We're doing it all with Formula E, starting the old Rose and Chris on the angle there on this past weekend. You said that a lot in Formula E because you've got tight confines and you've got to be aggressive. You can't afford to be backing out of moves. You've got to get your nose in there if you want to make a move. And of course, these cars are very difficult to drive. They are very rearward. It's the same kind of Delara balance from what I understand, like with the Indy cars they've had. Their body kits the past few years, very rearward. They've got mini Kardashians on the back compared to the full Kardashians that the Indy cars had. Of course, IndyCar changing their body shape for next season. Formula E are as well, new chassis for Season 5. For the 4th season, they've had quite a few good changes. Quality drivers, power's gone up to 200 kilowatts for the fast lap. This is probably the most competitive Formula E field yet. I'm very much looking forward to the rest of the season. They've got 11 venues, new venues as well, such as Chile, you've got New York, you've got Switzerland. The first time in over 60 years a race will be held in Switzerland in Zurich. You've got a double header weekends as well, such as this season open in Hong Kong. So not going fast, but we're making moves. Oh no, we've lost it. I told you, it's rearward. I do apologise for my terrible driving once again. But we're in the points. I'm getting a point for Neil Yarney, the Dragon car. Unfortunately, Dragon had a horrible weekend right at the back. Very difficult car, kind of slow. So back in the rear. I've done the Nico Peros, I'm hitting the barriers. I'm holding on to 10th just because there's no gap to make moves. But yeah, I do love the force feedback in rFactor 2. I've actually, this is kind of the first time I'm playing this sim. Can't call it a game. There'll also be pitchforks out. But really am enjoying rFactor 2. Probably not the best car and track combo to try it out first with. It's a very tough introduction to it, but I can definitely feel the force feedback when I hit the walls especially. Let's go through this final corner and take that flat out. You should be taking it flat out, but I'm lifting slightly. At least I'm consistent in my mediocrity here. I'm in the 111s. I've got to carry much more momentum around the hairpin. But yeah, let's talk about this game. As I said, I'm enjoying the cars. I would have liked more cut on the track because I'm seeing mostly grey stuff, so it's very difficult to pick up my braking points. They're like in real life, you see much more colour. That's almost a competent couple set of corners there. But yeah, I do like that we've finally got proper Formula E content in the game. There's been mods for this game for rFactor as well. Of course, in Forza 6 as well, very different handling when the Forza games. Not like this at all. It's a bit rearward, but much more controllable. Short shift it up to second. We're going to get a run into the hairpin. Oh, look at this run. Oh my god, jetted into the 109s. Oh, look around the outside. Try and get a cut back. Not going to happen. They're still in a points playing position, no, for Dragon, who didn't score any points. As I said, had a difficult car. Neil Yarney, not the introduction the rookie would have wanted. Neil Yarney, very highly rated driver as well. If you followed sports cars for the last decade, he was a Red Bull Junior as well. Had a season in Champ Car in 2007. In GP2 as well, won races in that series in the inaugural season. To the top 5, I think, in the final standings in the championship. Behind Scott Speed, Heikki Kovalainen, because Nico Rosberg who won the damn thing. So yeah, very handy races, build his reputation with Rebellion in MP1 and then with Porsche in the past few years. Won the Mon and the WEC Championship last year. So Neil Yarney, no slowpoke, but even he, even though he's used to kind of hybrid systems, used to kind of energy saving, WEC, and he found it very difficult in his Formula E debut. So did Jerome D'Ambrosio, the Dragon car. We expect the Belgian to be right up there. Very good racer in Formula E. Didn't have a fair shot in F1 maybe. Wasn't spectacular in GP2, but he's definitely got used to this formula and showed how handy a racer he is. I think we're getting into the swing of things now. Not losing the back end as much. As I say that. Actually going around corners. Oh, clipping the wall though in turn 5, heading towards the hairpin where Sam Berg grabbed the victory. Saturday's race passing John Verne, and Berg leading the championship after Daniel Apt's disqualification from the second race. Oh, the German gets no luck in this series. He was a highly rated driver again in junior Formula E, Daniel Apt. Involved in an epic battle for the GP3 title with Mitch Evans in Antonio Felix Acosta 5 years ago, which Evans won, just ahead of Apt. But perhaps hasn't shown as much since then in GP2 or in this series. No more for his surname, perhaps, than his driving ability, but it was fantastic in Hong Kong. Deserves so much better than just a 5th place. Probably should have got a pole as well. Oh yeah, Daniel Abt, the better of the Abt Audi drivers, head of the reigning champ, Lucas Di Grassi. Did not expect that. And Di Grassi, one of 5 drivers, no points. A reigning champ. Horrible start to his title defence. And we thought Audi Abt would be very good this season. That's the hit rumblings from pre-season testing, but Di Grassi, very difficult. He wasn't in the best groups for qualifying, to be fair, but still, just issues in both races with the car. Can we finally make this move for 9th?
That was a 1:11.6.
Again, looking around the outside. So we can get the cut. Oh, got into the back of them. Oh, got over that. So yeah, Di Grassi got a mountain to climb already. Sambo 35 points in the lead. But he's used to that, Di Grassi. Oh, spun it. No. I got tapped round by the Techeetah car, but out of the points again. I will get you a point for you, Dragon. So yeah, lots to do for Di Grassi. But I'm sure you get into the swing of things. Yes, it's a competitive series. A bit more competitive series. You can't just run through the field like you used to do quite a lot, especially last year as well. Oh, losing the rear end again. But I'm sure he'll be much stronger next time out in Marrakesh, another new venue in Morocco. Is there a new venue actually? Where was it last season? I forget. Because Marrakesh has been on quite a few calendars in recent years, especially with the World Touring Car Championship. Always had entertaining races there. As we do finish in 11th. God damn it. Let's cruise to the pits. But talking about other drivers, that Techeetah, John Verne on pole, looking very good. Felix Rosenquist, the Mahindra's looking very good. Podium, of course, for Heidfeld in the first race. Then the win for Rosenquist in the centre, despite spinning in the first corner. Mate, that's a tactic everyone will use in the next race. Jagan looking very good with Mitch Evans. Probably should have got pole for one of the races, but made a rookie error with the timing. Nelson Piquet looking back on form, looking much happier than he did the past couple of seasons. And Neo, who didn't look particularly good in the hands of Luca Firpi, but again his rookie season. But then Oliver Turvey, he was in a podium place in the first race and the car let him down. But yeah, I expect things from the Brit being the team leader now, of course, in that team. Almost losing the rear. And then you've got Venturi, Mutara, Mr. Macau. Won 10 times around that circuit in the past decade in F3 and GT cars. Just showing his class. Should have won the second race, but spun it near the end. So let's try and get it into the garage. There we go. Proper simulation. And then Marango, don't expect him to be, challenging up front, but be consistent. Scorers, what the hell's going on? Is there an arm in me? Or is that another car? There's another car in me. So let's look at the final. There we are in N11th. 11.8 seconds off the lead. Losing around the second of that. That's not too bad, actually. But he lost out to Lotterer, one of my favourite drivers in the field. Winner in Japan, in Super Formula, Super GT, in WEC with Audi at Le Mans, 3-time winner. And I expect lots of things from Lotterer once he gets the hang of this. In the second half of the season, I expect him to be strong. But of course, his teammate, Verne, a bit strong at the moment. He got DS Virgin, I said, with Sambo, very strong weekend. Alex Leon perhaps should have got more than just 5 points or 6 points in the end from the weekend. And then you got Andretti as well, waiting for BMW next season. Well, the Corsa, he qualified pretty well actually in both races. Probably deserve more points as well in the race. But that's Formula E. in rFactor 2. I hope you enjoyed that race. I've got a bit of a sweat on, as you saw. A bit crazy, a bit all over the place. And talking about, of course, for me this season, looking very much forward to season 4 in Marrakesh, in Santiago before the year is out, then getting into Mexico, in Italy with Rome, and Paris, Berlin, Zurich, and then ending in the Americas, North Americas with New York and Montreal. But I'll be back with some more rFactor 2 content soon, hopefully, and then other sims as well. I've signed back up with iRacing after a few years away, so maybe see some online races from that. Hopefully this mic setup's good as well. Hopefully you didn't hear too much of the wheel and my wheel stand rattling all over the place. But I will see you next time. So out for watching. I'll see you then. As I've barely driven this track as we're around. Red flag, red flag. Hey, I'm KevKev, Mr. Cone. Welcome to rFactor 2. Nobody saw that. Come on, we can take the lead. Yeah. Oh.